Hello, welcome to Montana. Just out running some dirt today with the beach mining setup I've been working on. Actually, today I got Ira with me from Washington.
How's everybody doing?
We'll be going out there pretty soon to do some beach mining. He got stuck in Missoula for the weekend in his truck, so he came on up and giving me a hand running some dirt. What we're running today is some Home Depot sand. I'm going to add 1 gram of gold to it just to see how far down the mat the gold will go. I've got my little hopper here. Last time I ran it as a little fluid bed. I got rid of that. Didn't like it. But we still have the hopper here. Now here's my feeder up here at the top to feed the gold in. I also wanted to give you an update on these mats that I was making in the last video. I was making deep V rib matting, and I will have to say this is the most difficult mat I've ever made. It was tough to get it to come out perfectly even and right, but so that last set I made, I completely threw in the trash and we started over. I actually love the mats I made using the Legos. I love these things. They seem to catch the gold really well. Also, I wanted to tell you that I found a way to put color to the mats. All you need to do to get color, you make them black or green, whatever you want. When you take the silicone out of the tube, just put it in a big blob, and you can mix food coloring into it before you put it into the dish soap and cure it that way. And if you haven't seen those videos, go back in my videos and show you exactly how I've been making these mats. But yeah, that's how you can make color. I thought that was pretty cool. So we'll get this thing fired up, and then I'll clean out this bottom section and the middle and the top section separately, just to see where the gold ends up. Make sure we're catching most of it. Hopefully I'm not chasing my gold when we're done. So we'll get this thing fired up and we'll see if we can process some gold here. First off, let's just mix this in real good. Oh boy. Now I gotta search for my gold. We're gonna put that in there, mix it up real good. I think as we scoop it in there, it'll be working its way down in there too. I'm hoping most of it stays up here in the top, but we will see. I really like this feeder up at the top. I got a spray bar up here at the top, and this tray actually comes out, so we're moving that, using that to feed into the hopper there, so it's just not dumping straight into the sluice. Down the sluice. I love this mat. Not jumping real far, nice and even. Then we'll come down here, and that's the Lego mat, and it keeps it all nice and active. I love it. Then the deep V matting down below. And my problem I had with this wasn't the method at all, it was my mold. I had some ridges and stuff in it, so when I hooked up when I tried to run it, it was horrible. But I got my my mold fixed, and they turned out a lot better. But the Lego mats are definitely a lot simpler to make, and I actually like them better than the deep V matting. So I don't know if I'll end up replacing this or not. So you look in the hopper in there. I like the waterfall effect isn't really doing anything, except for, anything big. We don't have that much water flow coming through the top, so all the bigger gold should stay in the back of the hopper. That's my hope anyway. And I'm not doing this only for beach mining. I plan on running this setup all summer long and see how it goes, but I'm really liking what I see with these things. So that's the plan anyway. Well, we'll run this dirt through. We're just going to run one bucket with our gram of gold in there and kind of see where we end up, and we'll clean it all out and see where the gold ends up. As we're on the subject of the colored mats, I did go ahead and try and make the method with, instead of using Dawn dish soap to get it to set up, I did go ahead and try the cornstarch method again, and there is my failure. There's my rubber gloves. I got it to that point, gave up, added some food coloring, turned it into a blob, but I had this stuff everywhere, stuck to my gloves, and the fumes will just about knock you over. It's horrible. So I'm absolutely done with the cornstarch method of making sluice box mats and silicone. Done with it. It's Dawn dish soap or nothing. Okay, we're just burning through this bucket of dirt. We've only been at it, what, 5-10 minutes?
Yep.
And we're burning right through it. We sped up the water flow on the spray bar up here. I've got 2 nozzles, one for down below and one for up above, so no matter what kind of material it's running, we can adjust the water flow to get it to feed into the sluice. Working good.
Yeah, it's getting the bigger rocks now, so bigger lighter material.
Sluice box is now 8 feet long. I think I'm going to like this setup once I get used to it. 8 feet of sluice box should be catching most of the gold, that's for sure. This is Home Depot sand, so I went with my little more aggressive mat. I'm sure when I head to the beach, I'll want that finer mat that I made. Just don't know, so I'll end up taking them both when I go to the beach.
And there's a tidbit for Montana. Don't use a wet bucket. Dirt's already frozen to the side.
Yeah, that's what happens when you prospect in Montana in the winter. The dirt freezes to the side of the bucket. What is it, about 20 degrees? I know it's below freezing because the water's freezing on the deck.
Yep.
And I can about guarantee we're the only people in Montana right now running a sluice box. Okay, we are done running our bucket of dirt. Shut it off and see if we see any gold. We made it down even in the sluice. Look at that. Gold right there in the top.
Yep.
All right in here.
There's some right there too.
And over here. So we are seeing some gold. That's cool.
Yep. Didn't make it far at all.
Didn't make it even into the sluice box.
And we're cleaning this out in different stages, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're not seeing a whole lot of gold in the mat, but we'll get this cleaned out. We'll do this one down at the bottom, the middle, and the hopper all separately, just to see where the gold ends up. We moved into the house. It's getting cold out there, late in the afternoon. We're going to start with the bottom tray, the very bottom sluice box. We'll see what we get out of that. Well, this is the bottom sluice mat, and I see so far, I think 3 specks of gold. Let me get some more dish soap in here so it don't float away on me. No joke. 4 specks. And we're talking, I don't even think the camera will even pick it up. In fact, I'm sure it won't. Out of the bottom mat, you can't even see it. We're talking 4 little tiny specks. You're gonna have to take my word for it, because I can't pick it up. So yeah, 4 little tiny specks. That's it. Let's see if Ira can even see it.
Just a small gold too, so yep. There is pretty much nothing there.
Well, we're working on the upper mat, and yeah, there's some color in there. But there better be a lot of gold in that hopper that I was using, or I got a lot of searching the tailings to do. Which of course we already screwed up. It was cold outside and dumped the tailings in a big pile. So if I'm missing a bunch of gold, I know what I'm doing in the spring. But it can sit there all winter for all I care at this point. We're getting some gold.
There's a couple of heavier pieces in there now.
Yep, a little bit bigger pieces. More than 4 little tiny specks like the bottom mat had. That didn't have hardly anything in it. That's what was in the top sluice box mat. Boy, not much. Not much at all. So it's either all in that hopper or I blew it right out the bottom of the box. One of the two. So cool. We'll get this out of there and we'll start on that box and see what we get out of that. Well, we're getting down to what was in the hopper. Looks like most of the gold never even left the hopper. At all. I'd say that's a good sign.
Well, to be honest, Alan, I almost think you wouldn't even need the bottom part of your sluice with this type of weight.
I'm thinking you're right. Do I even need 8 feet of sluice? I might for that beach gold, though. What do you think?
No, I think that hopper pretty much, yeah, that's catching well over 95% of your gold, so. That's really, really good.
Yeah, here I thought it was going to end up in the tailings pile. It's all in the hopper.
And it's a good thing it was, because I promised I'd go out there and get it out of the tailings pile.
We'll separate all the black sand out of this. And we can go ahead and weigh it up and see if I got even close to my gold back. But I'm going to guess I did. Just for the simple fact of 4 little specks in the bottom of the bottom mat. And, you know what, 20-30 pieces in the upper mat. And the rest was all in the hopper. Which also has sluice box mats in it. So,
well, that is great.
though it didn't go over a foot. I think I like silicone sluice box mats. In fact, I know I do. Oh, we're all done cleaning out. There's the gold. We got it all back. We're missing a little bit due to panning, but man, that's all back. And I bet, what, 95% of it was in that hopper. So I actually think my hopper rocks. I think I'm ready to head to the beach here in a bit. I want to thank Ira for his help today and giving me a hand. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye now.